Hey, what's up, everybody? Today is March 18th, 2025. I'm going to go ahead and do our Leetcode. Type racer first. Not too bad. Let's go ahead and move on to Leetcode. 2401, longest nice subarray. You're given an array nums consisting of positive integers. We call a subarray of nums nice if the bitwise and of every pair of elements that are in different positions in the subarray is equal to 0. Return the length of the longest nice subarray Let me think. Hold on. If you add these together, you would have 1, 1, 1. Ooh. Well, I can't think right now. Is this a subarray? Or no, that doesn't count. So it has to be at least of size 1, right? So once it's size 2, we say, is this a valid subarray? Or no. Let's see. If I maintain a previous value, should the previous sum, if it's valid, equal the actual of the new value? Man, these glasses are so messed up. Okay, so if I said something like int previous equals running. We're gonna go running plus equals nums r. So we add it. If running it's not. No, how would that work? If we take off, say, 1, but we know that 1 XOR 3 is not going to equal 0, or 1 and 3 is not going to equal 0. This was even written wrong. My bad. Wait, if we subtract 1 and then try again, I think this is previous and. Running does not equal. Let's see. Running is the sum of nums r, right? If we add 1, add 1, add 1, and then we subtract 1, we basically need to subtract 1 from running and 1 from previous, right? Does this equal the sum? Is basically what I'm asking. That's the check, right? If I subtract that, it just takes the bits away, correct? I don't know if this is going to work. What? If previous and nums are Oh, hold on. Maybe this is just left. It's less than right. Something like this? I don't know if this is going to work. Oh, they're all odds. That's not going to work. Hmm. Running has nums are in it. And we're checking if previous and nums are is equal to this. Wait, hold on. No. 0 or 1. Yeah, so if they're the same, they're 0. This is not right. I think this is supposed to be not and. Or no. Logical and? Hold on. One second. I think this is actually supposed to be XOR. What'd I do? That's what I did. Oh, these look right. Okay, these look better. XOR is if they're the same, they're wrong. Or if they're the same, they're false. If they're not the same, they're true. That's what I wanted. Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm going to just explain what I did. Okay, so we have a sliding window, and in the sliding window, we know that if we have, say, two values, say 1 plus 2 equals 3, okay? We know that if we AND 1 and 2, which is like saying, not AND, XOR. So if we take their values, U, we know that because it's 0, 1, that this is going to be 1, and then 1, 0 is 1. Okay, so the XOR of 1 and 2 is going to equal 3. But what happens if we say 1 plus 3? Well, we kind of already know that they're both odd values, correct? So the farthest to the right value is going to be 1, the least significant value. So 1 plus 3. So we know that 1 is going to be 1, and 1, 1 is going to be 0 as exclusive OR gate, right? But in the sum, well, this was XOR, sorry. But in the sum of 1 plus 3, we know this equals 4. And 4 in binary equals 100, basically. And we know that this value does not equal this value, which means that all the bits, there's a bit in there somewhere that shares a bit with the other value, the same index, right? Okay, so in our for loop, we know that we need to basically move up the left boundary every time that the addition doesn't match the exclusive OR. Okay, and by doing that, we can just keep subtracting off what we remember as the vals that were valid. So they had their own individual locations. And then once we get to something that, because this is all from the sums, right? Once we get to something that matches our other side or is a single value, then we know that that is a valid subarray. And then we can just store it like we normally do. And that's how we solve it. All right? Anyway, that's the problem for, well, technically, I guess this was yesterday's daily. Next one is in a couple hours. So thank you for watching my solution to this one, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Peace.